And welcome to the Marcus and Mike Show, guys. I am Mike. My man over here to my left-hand side is Marcus. Marcus, what's up, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. What's going on?
It's another day, another free agency off-season coming at
Yeah,
us here. Not a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. The Knicks did sign some pieces to kind of round out that young nucleus that they have, but
yeah.
some big names are still floating out there. One of which is Boogie Cousins. I want to start right there with you. Where do you think an ideal spot for Boogie Cousins is going to be?
I just think I found out. Let me see here. This is like 2 minutes ago.
Breaking news.
I think he signed back with the Warriors.
Really? Man, I was hoping he
Yeah,
was going to go to LA.
yeah,
Dang,
but like
dang.
it's the same contract he got last year,
The $5 million or whatever.
$5 million. Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I mean, the Warriors needed him, so I think they were kind of in panic mode, since there are a lot of experts thinking that with this team currently uh, configured the way they had without Boogie Cousins was not a playoff team.
well, you know what? I don't see it official yet, but I see that that's where he's leaning, and that's where I think they want him back. So I think that's
Yeah,
where he's going. It could be official here before, by the time we finish our show. So we'll keep an eye on that.
yeah,
But yeah, I wanted him with the Lakers too. Like, I mean, is that what you said? The Lakers?
yeah. I thought he was going
Yeah,
to be a great fit there because we saw it a couple years ago with him and AD down there
yeah,
in New Orleans. He was having
yeah,
career years. He is clearly not a carrier of the team that we saw
yeah.
like at the Kings there. He was definitely very unhappy there, and he went to New Orleans. Was very happy playing with his college teammate. Had what he was averaging 25 points, 12 boards a game,
Right,
something in that matter. And
right.
why would you not want to duplicate that success in LA? But I mean,
And then you have LeBron James there
right.
too. So yeah, well, that maybe if the Lakers won him, but the Lakers have all their money tied up in waiting on the Kawhi Leonard decision. And yeah, I think they have a. I don't know if they have a mid-level exception. I'm not sure. I think they do, but you know, Boogie's comfortable with Golden State. You know, they know him pretty well, so that's also a pretty good fit there too. People are predicting Golden State Warriors to miss the playoffs next year. I was at first until they got D'Angelo Russell, and
Yes.
then I backed off that. But they get Boogie Cousins, they probably are. But you know what though? I still think even with D'Angelo Russell and Curry and Draymond and Boogie, I don't think they're a top four seed, and I think they will start off the playoffs on the road. The Warriors for the first time in you know
6 years,
I can't
whatever,
remember.
5 or 6
Yeah,
years. Um,
yeah,
uh, I kind of want to touch on that statement that you made that the Cousins is familiar with Golden State. He might be familiar with Golden State, but Golden State's really not familiar with him because he didn't come back until February. I think he played. He
yeah,
played like 15, 20 games, and then he missed most of the playoffs. Like with that
yeah,
quad injury. So really, the Golden State Warriors have not seen the best of Boogie Cousins,
yeah.
and like they don't know what he can or cannot
Well,
bring to the
the,
team.
I think it'd be a good fit for him too because look, there's no more Durant,
Hmm.
and they're not going to have Klay Thompson, so they're going to need Boogie Cousins' scoring ability.
Right.
So I think it's a good fit for it. Either the Lakers or the Warriors is a good fit.
Yeah. Do you think with him staying in Golden State, if he does, if it becomes official by the time we're done here,
Uh,
is is that the best fit for him? Do you think he will have a career years there? Averaging 25 points again. 15 boards, or
li-
is
that
that well past him?
no, I mean it's 25 maybe well past him, but this man averaged 16 points a game in 25 minutes last year.
Right.
So no, he's still gonna do his 18. I mean, he get 18 points a game.
His
Uh,
problem was
um,
last year was he was out of shape and he could not stay out of foul trouble.
yeah, yeah. I think Boogie get 18 points a game. Curry will be in that 26 range. Draymond will be in that 12, and then D'Angelo Russell's going to be in the 20, 22 range as well. So they're going to score pretty well. Their problem is defense. Like they miss Klay Thompson's defense. They're going to miss Andre Iguodala's defense, and they re-signed Kevon Looney, which to be honest, like if I'm Kevon Looney's agents and all that, no, he had offers. Kevon Looney is a 6'9" defender that can
Hmm.
shoot it. He's a pretty good player. He's not going to ever be an all-star, but he listen, Steve Kerr called him a foundational piece. You know what I mean? He's a hell of a player.
I was shaking
He,
my head because I thought he could have got
oh my
more
God,
money, more offers somewhere else. Like I think I
I
saw
don't.
he signed a 3 year, $15 million contract. I think he could have gone to the Knicks or somewhere and got
That
20.
doesn't even make. You're 100% correct. That doesn't even make any sense to me.
Right,
He signed a 3 year, $15 million contract like he's 33 years old and on his last legs.
right,
This kid's like 24 years old or whatever. He should have signed at minimum a 3 year, $40 million contract
right.
at minimum. You know, like I said, 6'9", can defend and he can shoot it. He does the dirty work. Yeah. So the Warriors got a huge bargain here.
Yeah,
A
the only
huge
thing I
bargain.
can think of is I believe it was Austin Rivers for he re-signed with the Houston team, and
Yeah.
it was like a 2 year, I don't know, like $10 million contract, and he came out and said, like there's just certain places where you fit. Like it doesn't matter how much money you make. So maybe he's in that same boat where he just think he fits that Golden State mold.
Yeah.
He likes it. He likes Steve Kerr. He likes taking
Yeah.
the back seat. So money is not always the option. But still, $15 million is a lot of cash. Like don't get me
Yeah, I'm
wrong,
sure.
but
Yeah.
when you could
But there,
to double
yeah.
that, so definitely Golden State, he likes it there and it's a good fit. So that I think that's the only reason why he took that pay cut.
Oh, yeah, well, it has to be the only reason. But when you haven't made the big money, I'm always going to go after the big money. If I'm a young player, I'm not worried about helping other teams out or trying to get a ring and do all this other stuff if I haven't got one yet and all that. I'm not doing that till I'm on the backside of my career. I'm past 30. I'm 24 years old, man. I'm like, give me the 100 million. I mean, that's the way, I think that's the normal way to think. Like
Yeah,
we talked about the other day, if you can do both, give me the money and we get a ring, that's great. But while I'm young, man, I need to get my money and then I can go chase rings later on in my career.
yeah. I mean, hopefully sometime down the road, he does kind of get a larger contract because, like, I would hate for a player like him that is a quote foundational piece, as
Oh,
as Steve Kerr
I-
said.
man,
I think he deserves a little bit more than what's that equal down to $5 million a year. I think he's
yeah.
worth a little bit more money than a
Oh,
lot
he
like
is.
that.
He's worth double that. And you made another excellent point. When he's 27 years old, if he plays this 3 years like Kevon Looney can play, uh, I wouldn't be shocked if he was an $80 million player.
Yeah.
And if it's not Golden State, somewhere else.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think Golden State they will kind of
We'll take care
feel.
of him.
I don't know if they'll take care of him,
Yeah.
but like they feel like he should take less money because he is the foundational piece,
Yeah.
and they want to build championship and like that kind of thing. And he's not a
Right.
max contract player, but he's still a foundational piece. So they think he should take a
Right.
pay cut and keep on the team and keep building the foundation. I guess maybe you could say. But free agency is looming, and Kawhi Leonard still has not signed anywhere. Um, he's been to LA Lakers, visiting with the Clippers sometime this week. I think it's today actually. So I'm going to ask you this question, and just be blunt and be honest. Do you
Mhm.
think Kawhi is handcuffing the teams that are wanting him? Because the Lakers, if they get Kawhi, they still need to build around him. Either way, Lakers need to build a team. I think they have four players on the roster right now.
Yeah.
They don't even have enough to build a team. So
Right.
is Kawhi taking his time, and is he handcuffing these teams at the
Man,
end of the day?
he's holding the NBA hostage right now, man. It's almost like, damn, what are you doing, Kawhi, man? Let's get this done, dude. Like, really, like you've had plenty of time to think about this, man. Everybody else is signed, but now you want to hold the NBA hostage. I mean, I get that this is an important decision. It's going to affect the next 4 years of your life, or shape the rest of your life. But come on, man. I mean, uh, you know, Lakers are waiting on pins and needles. Clippers are waiting. Man, poor Toronto, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Masai Ujiri and a lot of those players are over there. I'd be calling Kawhi if I was Pascal Siakam. I'd be calling Kawhi every day, dude. I would have already flown to wherever he was at, and you would have had pictures of me if I'm Pascal Siakam with Kawhi Leonard. So I don't understand. I mean, listen, it's got to come today or tomorrow. I mean, he can't. This can't be. We can't be doing this podcast next Monday, and we're saying, hey, Kawhi decision, is it on the way? I mean, this has got to be pretty soon here. Um, this isn't really enjoyable for anybody. I like all the free agency talk, but um, let's let he's holding the NBA hostage. Let's get this done. Listen, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan. Um, I want him to stay in the East. I don't want to compete with Kawhi Leonard in the West. So I would love for Kawhi just to stay in Toronto. I don't want to see Kawhi Leonard because he's a dominant player. Listen, if he goes to the Clippers, they'll be a contender for the championship. If he goes to the Lakers, it'll be worse than the Warriors was 4 years ago. It'll be a slam dunk championship. He will make, like, right now, there's about 10 to 15 teams that have a shot at winning the championship. He goes to the Lakers, there's one team that's going to win the championship. And then Philadelphia will come out east, and then they'll just probably sweep Philadelphia. So, but what would be interesting here is I want him to go to Toronto, but what would be interesting here, Michael, which would be actually more than interesting, if he did go to the Clippers, right? And then so it's Clippers versus LA, so it's LeBron versus Kawhi Leonard. That's huge.
That is very huge. That's huge for the
Yeah,
NBA.
yeah. I mean, that's huge for the NBA. That's huge for California. That's huge. So I would love to see that. Okay, who's the best? Let's find out who the best is right now. I know they're 8 years apart, so it's not almost like 7 years apart. So I don't think it's 1984, 1991. That's 7 years. I don't think it's totally fair. LeBron's on his last legs. Like, he's not. It'd be more fair if LeBron was 30,
Right.
but LeBron's still going to give you an explosive season next year, I believe, with Anthony Davis. He's going to show Anthony Davis what playing with a future Hall of Famer is all about. So LeBron's going to give it his all next year. So I would love to see LeBron and Anthony Davis versus Kawhi and Lou Williams and those boys. That would be fun. That man. So don't join the best, man. Kawhi. I mean, you know, he's already proven. Look, I can take a ragtag team with one All-Star, half an All-Star, whatever you want to call Kyle Lowry and Pascal. They're like two half All-Stars, in my opinion. You combine them, it's like one great player.
Right.
You know, so he's played with some pretty good players. But I mean, if he's not gonna, I want him to go to Toronto. But if he's not gonna go to Toronto, go to the Clippers, and then let's make everything even. You know, let's say everybody still has a chance to win a title, even though it probably will come from LeBron or Kawhi, the Clippers or the Lakers. But it'll give more people a chance to, you know, to see, to have a chance at beating the Clippers or the Lakers. If he joins up with the Lakers, it's over. Like, it's over.
Right. I hear everything that you're saying, but let me touch on the whole Clippers versus Lakers thing. Hopefully that game is in the Western Conference Finals, and LeBron James beats them the first year, and then they come back in the second year, and it's kind of like the patching of the torch. Like, LeBron James was the face of the NBA for so long, and now he's passing the torch over to Kawhi as Kawhi beats him in the East or in the Western Conference Finals, and he goes on. But to answer the question, Kawhi is not holding the Clippers hostage. He's not holding the Toronto Raptors hostage. They already have their teams constructed. He is just a foundational piece. He is the nice shiny thing that hangs up on the outside that's saying, "Hey, this place is freaking awesome." But if it's not there, they are still a house, and they'll still protect you from the rain, from the elements. He is holding Los Angeles Lakers hostage, because if he would have signed with them Sunday night, like KD did with the Nets, like Kyrie did with the Nets, like Jimmy Butler did with the Heat on that 4-team trade, you know, the Lakers, the Boogie Cousins could very well be in LA right now if Kawhi would have signed Sunday night. So the only team he is really truly holding hostage is the Lakers 100%, because the Lakers are betting that he comes there, and then they can ragtag team together for that first year, since Golden State is down without Klay Thompson still, you know, kind of limp their way into the NBA Finals just a tad bit. So the answer to the question is he's holding Lakers hostage, not the Clippers, not the Raptors. He is just the centerpiece of the table for those two teams. For LA, he is the whole
Well,
table.
I understand you make good points because Lakers don't have their roster finalized or anything like that,
They
and
have four
the Clippers
players.
pretty much do. The Clippers do, and Toronto has their roster. But that being said, the Lakers are. I mean, he's holding the Lakers hostage. Obviously, he's holding the whole NBA hostage. Yeah, but the Lakers, listen, the cupboard won't be bare. People keep saying that even if Kawhi doesn't go there or whatever, or even if Kawhi goes there, that there's nobody else to resign. Yes, it dwindled. The free agent market dwindled. I'm gonna guarantee you this. You ready? If Kawhi Leonard goes to the Raptors or the Clippers, the Lakers won't start crying.
No.
No, they have Anthony Davis, they have LeBron James, and they have Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green's on his way.
Right.
He will not follow Kawhi Leonard to the. I don't think that Danny Green will follow Kawhi back to the Raptors or to the Lakers. Mark it here first. Danny Green will be a Laker. Andre Iguodala will be a Laker.
So you think the
The,
Memphis Grizzlies sign and then release him?
yes,
Okay.
Marcus Morris is waiting also. I think he'll be a Laker. So
Also, who is waiting? I just saw this. Pau
um,
Gasol is fresh back from his stretch fracture in his ankle,
yeah.
and he is hitting the free agent market.
Okay, yeah, I just lost the name. Rajon Rondo is waiting. So listen, they're still gonna field a good team. I mean, I don't think there's. And listen, I'm impressed. They had one rookie pickup, and that was like that Taylor Thornton from
Yep.
Tucker from Iowa State. He's a
Solid.
6'4". He's a
player.
poor man's Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a 6'4" Draymond Green. Draymond 6'7", so he's not going to be as good as Draymond, obviously, because 3 inches tall. But
Right.
he's a good player, though. I don't think the Lakers are going to be just fine. Listen, let me coach a team with a lineup of Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Marcus Morris, Danny Green, Andre Iguodala. I'll be fine. Kyle Kuzma. I'll be fine. And my rookie who I think is going to be pretty good. So I mean, there's still other rouses, still other pieces to form there, but I don't think the Lakers are going to be crying if LeBron. They'll be upset. Don't get it wrong. They'll be upset if LeBron doesn't join them with the Lakers. But I don't think they're going to be just out of it. I still think they might even be the favorite to come out the West. My money would still be on LeBron and Lou Williams.
Okay.
Excuse me, Kawhi Leonard and Lou Williams and Doc Rivers to beat the Lakers and Anthony Davis and LeBron. That's a mouthful because LeBron and Anthony Davis are pretty good. I think the Clippers beat them in a 7-game series.
Yeah, and just to add to your point there, I think the Lakers organization would be crying if they don't sign Kawhi, just because they are trying to build for the future because they have LeBron James now for 3 or 4 more years, and then they'll pass the torch on to Kawhi. I don't think LeBron James would be crying because he still wants to be the face of the LA, and I think if Kawhi comes to LA, he won't be a second place, but he'll have to share the spotlight,
Right.
and that makes me kind of wonder, like if AD would be happy being third fiddle on that team, because he's been the man for so long.
Well,
Is he going to be okay being third guy?
Well, the reports that I'm getting that they've offered Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers, like the Lakers have offered Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be the man.
Okay.
He can do whatever he wants. LeBron will take a step back. LeBron wants to take a step back because he's tired of carrying everything. LeBron is telling Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis, it's going to be your team. I'm stepping back. I'm going to be I'm going to give it all my all. I'm going to be explosive, but I don't want to be the guy to be dependent on every single night.
Right.
He wants to. What LeBron wants to do is prolong his career, and so he's telling Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis, if you guys carry it, I don't have to play for 38 minutes. I can play 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and he can get that rest during games. So I think LeBron James is giving Jeanie Buss the indication and Rob Pelinka the indication that please get Kawhi in here because he and Anthony Davis are going to be the dudes when I retire here. And I'm gonna give them the keys to the car, to the kingdom, and I'm gonna hang out. When I play, I'm gonna be explosive, but I'm not gonna be the same old LeBron James. LeBron James is happy with this.
Yeah, you're probably 100% right because LeBron James has come out before he went to LA, or like one of the reasons why he went to LA was because he wanted to play with the son for a year in
Yeah,
the NBA. And I believe his
right.
son is a sophomore in high school, I think it is, maybe a freshman. So he has 4 or 5 years to wait still
Yeah.
before his son comes up. So I definitely hear what you're saying, and I concur with that 100%. So where do you think Kawhi ultimately ends up? Is it going to be in Toronto?
Yeah, that's so hard. No, I mean I want it to be Toronto. Like I don't understand. Like how can you? I don't know how you can walk away from a country. I mean that's all counting on you.
Yeah.
I ultimately think, God, from everything I'm reading, God, I hate to even have this come out of my mouth, but I think he's gonna be a Laker. I think he listens to his family a lot, to be honest, too. His family are big Laker fans, and he actually said he rooted for the Lakers, but he wasn't like a diehard Laker fan. He rooted actually for Allen Iverson to beat the Lakers in 2001 when he was a kid.
Right.
He was rooting for Allen. He was an Allen Iverson fan.
Yeah. Who wasn't though, honestly?
Yeah, no, that was fun to watch. But man, I think the Clippers right now are the third choice, and that sounds terrible to me. Like the Clippers have been waiting for this moment. Kawhi Leonard, this has been a thing for like the past couple of years that the Clippers have been the front runner, and now they're third
right
now. So, God, it's terrible. I mean,
he always said he wanted to go to LA, but never said LA Lakers or LA Clippers. So
I think he's going to listen to his family, and he's going to listen to Magic Johnson's pitch. The Magic Johnson talked to him and Uncle Danny all day Saturday or whatever that day was.
Which is totally weird. Why would you walk away from an organization and then try to help him build it back up?
Well, no, he's Magic weird. Johnson. He's been helping that organization for years.
Right. But
in other words, he's going to be in the background helping. Magic's problem was he's not a guy that's going to – this is Magic Johnson. He doesn't show up at 9 a.m. and then punch the clock at 6 p.m. like a regular person and then go home. He flies in when he wants to. That's why Rob Pelinka complained, hey, I don't ever see Magic here.
Well, he also owns the baseball team too, so
right.
That's his
so he couldn't give it his all.
Right.
He couldn't be Magic Johnson, working like that, being the vice president basketball operations. So, but he's always going to help. Like Magic right now is doing what he did before he even signed to be with the Lakers for the vice president. He's going to help recruit in any way he can. He's going to be at all the Laker games. You know what I mean? That's just who he is. Right. So Uncle Denny and Uncle Denny and Kawhi's family run the show more so than Kawhi. Kawhi runs his show on the court. His family runs the show off the court. So Uncle Denny wanted a meeting with Magic Johnson and stuff like that. So I think he's going to be a Laker. It sucks. I'll watch my Spurs. But everybody's playing for second place now. Right. I mean, let me reiterate this. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Right now, Michael, there are 10 to 15 teams that have a shot at getting to the finals.
Anybody that makes the playoffs has a shot.
Right? I mean, almost. Yeah. I mean, especially the top 5 to 6 seeds. There could be an upset there. You could find yourself in the finals. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding there. Maybe like 12 teams. The 7th and 8th seeds probably won't make the finals. I'm saying this is very rare for me because I've never gone this far. Usually it's only like the top 4 seeds have a shot. Sometimes it's the top 3 seeds, because it's so top heavy. But really in this NBA, okay, so I'm going to say there's 12 teams that have a shot at getting to the finals, the top 6 seeds. Right now, as it's currently constructed, even if Kawhi Leonard goes to Toronto or goes to the Clippers, if Kawhi Leonard goes to the Lakers and they remain healthy, those 12 teams turn into 1. So it's over for everybody else. I'm not joking. It is over.
It might be over, but this is not like KD joining the Warriors. So let's just make that clear 100%. This is Kawhi joining a non-playoff team. So just
right.
I want to make that clear. This is not Kawhi joining a team that beat him in the playoffs and then now he's on that team. So I just want to make that clear.
It's not the same circumstance. He's not. You can't beat him. Join him. No, I'm not. No, that's not that. But this team would be better than the Warriors team.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I just want to say
Right.
This is not Kawhi joining a super team. This is him
Right.
making a super team.
He's making a super team. Yeah, no, that's a great distinction. Oh, absolutely. But man, but when you look at it now, you look okay. Now I understand your point. Now look at it from is are Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis better than and Kyle Kuzma? Those four, are they better than Draymond Green, Klay Thompson,
No.
Stephen Curry, and no Kevin Durant? No, they are. They are.
Well, yeah, like I meant the Lakers are better than that.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Lakers are. Yeah, the Lakers are. So it's a slam dunk. And then I think they'll play Philadelphia in the finals, and I think that'll be fun finals to watch. But I think the Lakers will get them in 5 or 6. But I mean, actually, I don't know if it'll be a fun fight. I mean, no, it's really anticlimactic. I mean, it's just ridiculous that if he joins the Lakers and they remain healthy. See, I don't want to do this, Michael. Now I'm going to be rooting for an injury.
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I always hope that one of the Golden State Warriors got hurt just so they could be a regular team.
Right.
And I don't mean I don't mean an Achilles either.
Sprained
you know what
ankle.
I mean? Just be out for a series and just come back next year. You'll be fine. I don't mean career ending or death or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But now I'm going to be rooting for Anthony Davis to get hurt or Kawhi to get hurt or LeBron to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So then we can see 2 superstars and then everybody has a shot. Those 3 superstars, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've always thought that Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James could be like a Pippen Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But Pippen and Jordan didn't have Anthony Davis.
Right.
So I'm hoping. Let's see Anthony Davis. Let's hope he sprains an ankle in the last game of the regular season, right? And let's see if Kawhi Leonard. See, that would be awesome to me.
Right.
And here it is. I'm hoping for an injury on Anthony Davis. I'm wishing ill on Anthony Davis because it's not fair.
Right.
That would be awesome to me to see Kawhi Leonard. Can Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James beat Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, and the NBA could afford to lose AD because he is a post player. He is not a go to the hole and dominate. Now the playoff series would lose ratings if LeBron James and or Kawhi were out of the series. But if they were both in it and then AD was out,
Right.
they would still pull the same crowd in. But just to my thoughts a little bit here, I do think Kawhi is going to end up in LA. He is just visiting the Clippers just to save face, just to say, hey, I visited here, and here. But he already has his decision made. But it would not surprise me if we see a dark horse in this race, just like the Jimmy Butler to my Miami thing. It would not surprise me at all if the New York Knicks weren't throwing everything at just like at him, or maybe it's like another small market team like the Timberwolves, or just some it would not surprise me if there's a dark horse that everybody is keeping hush about, just like Jimmy Butler to the Heat, and like if that happens, right, that Kawhi is not hurt. He is 100% if he goes somewhere else. So
yeah. No, that would be awesome for me. No, if it's not Toronto, I would love to see him with the Knicks.
Yeah.
That would be, and the Knicks could offer him the full 4-year, $164 million deal. Right. He loves going to New York anyway. He's always rehabbing in New York. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome, and that would send the NBA in shockwaves. I don't see that happening, but I'd want to do a show at not 10 o'clock that night as soon as that happened.
If that does happen, I will call you and yeah, we'll be on live.
That would be fun.
Right.
Unless I'm watching Spider-Man, I'm gonna go see Spider-Man Far From Home today. I got to.
That does come out today.
I want to see that bad.
I want to see the Lion King.
Huh?
I want to see the Lion King. It looks pretty good.
See, I'm not into Lion King. My children love the Lion King, man. I want to watch Spider-Man. You're not into the Spider-Man stuff, right? You're not.
No, I do like casually watch it, but I'm like, I got to go out the first night and check it out or whatever,
Yeah.
But but let's go ahead and shift gears 100%. I kind of want to be on this sad note here for a tad bit. Yesterday afternoon, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim lost their pitcher in a Texas hotel room. I believe he was 27 years old. They were scheduled to play the Rangers yesterday. He did not report to team meeting. They found him dead in his hotel room. They have not really said too much about what has happened. But this is the third or fourth young player that we have lost in the major leagues in the last
Yeah,
couple years. So my condolences to him and his family.
that's
They did postpone the game
so
yesterday. They're playing a doubleheader today down there at Texas
that's
Stadium with a moment of silence, obviously, for this kid.
yeah,
So
that is so weird.
yeah,
I mean, he was 12 days shy of his 28th birthday
right,
to pass away like that. And he didn't. It's not a suicide, and nobody came in his hotel room and shot him, or he didn't
right,
get robbed, or he didn't get hit by a car. So now we're talking brain aneurysm or a bacterial infection like meningitis. Something he caught something there
right.
that 27-year-olds just don't die in their sleep. I
You're
mean, there's
100% right. Yep.
so we're gonna. I mean, it's happened, but it's rare as hell. But so we're gonna find out, man. He probably had something wrong with his brain. Like I said, a brain aneurysm
Yeah.
or like spinal meningitis. I've known young people to catch that, and they get like a germ, a bug, and they didn't. You got to wash your hands. And no, I'm serious. Like, and then you rub your eye. I always people think I'm some germaphobe, but dude,
Right.
you can't just
You're
touch
100% right.
everything
Yeah.
and then touch all this stuff and then rub your eye and then you know what I mean and put your fingers in your mouth. You just gave yourself. You could have given yourself a deadly disease, dude. Like I'm not even joking. In today's world, it's worse today, Michael.
You're
Like you go to
100% right.
you go to a public restroom at a rest stop. I know and I know we're not talking about sports here, but I think this is very important. You go with your son, dude. Little kids, they touch the toilet. Dude, there could be a deadly disease on that toilet, dude. Like, you got to make sure your son or daughter don't touch any of that crap. Clorox wipes. I mean, I'm not saying that this would happen to Mr. Skaggs, but man, I can't think of anything else, man. Like, unless he had a brain aneurysm, blood clot we didn't know about.
You're right.
But that sucks because it seems like they get. It had to have been something very quickly, like a bug or something, because these guys, these guys have the best health insurance. Like they get checked regularly.
Right.
Think.
Right.
So if it's a blood clot or some kind of brain injury, you'd think that they might have checked it or something. Man, I can't wait. I mean, and it's unfortunate. Like I'm not like I'm waiting on pins and needles kind of to see why this kid died. Like what was the reason? Because because it would have been that's what's weird about it. It would have been different if people get 27-year-olds get hit by cars, get shot, or
right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't a robbery. That's what normally when people die at 27, that's how they die. Like in other words, because you don't just die of like in your sleep. That just sounds crazy to me. So we'll see what happens. We'll wait to see. There's no foul play at all, right? So
yeah,
we'll wait to see.
I haven't heard anything like
right.
foul
So
play.
We'll wait to see. We'll wait to see what happens. But I'm guessing a bacterial infection, brain aneurysm, something of that nature.
Yeah, like either way, guys, condolences out to his family.
It's terrible.
Definitely take Marcus's PSA. Wash your hands. You know, like you need to get that
real quick,
Germ
Michael,
X and wipe your hands with it.
Real quick, Michael, and then I know we talk sports, but we have children. There was a kid that died at a petting zoo the other day. You believe that? You know where you go and you pet the pets?
Yeah.
No. And 4 other kids got sick. They got E. coli, and so they didn't wash their hands immediately afterwards, and they started eating. You know how you just parents, sometimes you don't think you're on the phone with your cousin or we're doing it, and then sometimes you just forget or something, and then now their child died because he didn't wash his hands.
That's the most painful thing ever. Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. Yeah. So please wash your hands.
All right, guys. So we are going to totally shift gears now from our condolences to WTF moments here. Kareem Hunt got caught on camera with TMZ Sports, the career killers that TMZ Sports is there, arguing with a police officer. Apparently, he was involved in a bar altercation with his so-called friend. I'm going to put air quotes in that because the Cleveland police is known to kind of sweep stuff under the rug for Kareem Hunt. So exactly what is going on, I don't know. Just to give you guys some backsides on this story, this time last year, Kareem Hunt in Cleveland, Ohio, where he's from, got caught in a hotel room or his apartment. It was an extended stay hotel room. He had a party, had a fight with a girl, punched her and kicked her. Everything kind of got swept under the rug. The Cleveland police were called. Nothing ever happened. 9 months later, TMZ Sports somehow digs up this video, releases the video. Kareem Hunt gets cut by the Chiefs. My Kansas City Chiefs. I'm still pissed off about that. and get signed with the Cleveland Browns 1 month later. The Cleveland Browns said he needs to stay on a straight and narrow, don't get any trouble whatsoever, and then this surfaces up. Kareem Hunt is already already suspended for 8 games of the 2019 season from the incident from this time last year. So, Marcus, do you think the Browns are going to cut Kareem Hunt just because he was associated with something like this? And does the NFL suspend him more games or possibly for the rest of the season because of this incident?
No, I listen, he's a habitual offender now, just like Ezekiel Elliott. So there's possible that could be a one. I think they take each case on a case by case basis, but there is a track record here. So for this recent thing with Hunt, I don't see it as that big of a deal. I think he was arguing with his friend. It got out of hand a little bit. I don't think that's a huge deal, but wouldn't shock me at all if Roger Goodell suspended him one more game, and it's 9 games now. I don't think the Cleveland Browns will release him because of this. He didn't hurt a child or a woman or anything like that. He's arguing with a friend. It happens. So he didn't push down a security guard either, like Zeke silly ass did. So I don't think there's going to be anything going on here. But you never know with Roger Goodell. He's like a dictator. You never know. He could call Kareem Hunt in and say, "Hey, stop doing this shit. It's another game." That's possible. So, but I don't think anything will become of this Kareem Hunt situation. No.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, he was released from the Chiefs because this time last year he got in a situation like this. He was drunk, he was arguing, and ultimately ended up punching and kicking a girl. Obviously, hitting a female is wrong, but I'm still on his side. He was defending himself 100%. So, she called him the N-word, spit in his face, and if anybody spits in your face, I don't care if it's your mom, you are going to get upset about it. But with that being said, and he was released in November 30th, if I'm not mistaken. In December, the NFL said you need to go to anger management, alcohol classes, and keep on the straight and narrow. And he signed with the Cleveland Browns saying, "Yes, I'll keep on the straight and narrow. I've learned from my mistakes, etc., etc., etc." Not even 6 months later, he is in a bar, probably drinking, probably drunk, arguing with a friend. I'm going to use air quotes for a friend because I think a friend would have hustled him out of the bar if they knew this was going to happen whatsoever. Because like if I had a friend that is a professional athlete acting like a fool, I am rushing him out of